If you're a resident living in a multi-unit building, we get a lot of complaints that there are neighbor-to-neighbor disputes. And how do we as a management company handle that? Now, it's very common and appropriate for you to go to the management company and state whatever your problem is with your neighbor. We just dealt with an issue actually where a neighbor got into a brawl with another neighbor, called the police, and the next day someone broke into the home. That, however, is a criminal offense. You need to call the police in these endeavors. If there is a problem with any criminal activity, from break ins to domestic violence to someone stealing, we are limited in our capacity to address the problem then and there. Now, what a property manager should do and have the ability to do is to enforce what's called nuisance ordinances. If someone is too loud, they are not allowing you to have your peace and quiet and enjoyment of the residence, there are clauses in a good lease agreement that allows us to state that they are to limit their activity or be held to the consequences. The downside, though, is that the consequences require an owner or a manager to evict them, to non renew them. And that has a monetary cost that most clients and owners will not want to endure. So, in these instances, if you are a resident in this scenario, you want to try to make peace with the neighbor if you can. You want to document as much as possible, but you might want to start looking for new residents because very rarely will someone agree to evict someone over thousands of dollars and unpaid rent that they'll have to incur because they're a bit of a disturbance that an owner doesn't even have to deal with. The flip side, of course, is that if you rile up enough people, they're not going to want to renew. They're going to want to move out. So, as an owner, you need to be aware of what rights you should be enforcing to keep the majority happy against the minority.